Action.
Ah non, alors là, ça va pas le faire par contre si tu te moques de moi. Parti. Tu mets la musique? Ça me tient bien. J'ai peur, j'arrive pas à commencer. Allez. Hello everyone, my name is Margot and welcome to my first video, the launching video of my YouTube plant channel 2020. So I wasn't really sure how to film the first video because I have a lot of subjects in mind. So to take a little bit of pressure off, I decided to make a video about my favorite plants of the year 2019 and a wish list of my plants for 2020. I thought it kind of made sense because it's a way for me, it's an easy way for me to maybe show you what kind of plant person I am. So yeah, let's start this. So I'm gonna start off with my 8 favorite plants of the year 2019. I've got roughly about 100 plants. It comes and goes because I tend to kill some of them, but then I buy some new ones. So I've stopped keeping track of it, but I'm pretty sure I'm around 100, something like that. These are not in no particular order, it's just they're here and I'm just gonna grab them and just quickly tell you what I like and why they made it to this list.
It's showtime!
So the first one here is the Philodendron rugosum aberiforme. It's a pretty recent addition to my collection. And the reason why I love them is because, first of all, in France, you don't find them that often. I've never seen it in anyone's collection, I think. I don't know if it's because they're weird looking, so they're not very popular, but I think that this weird, foldy, crispy shape is actually super interesting. So that's why I bought it. What I love about this plant is also the very light green that radiates into a darker one. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's part of the reason why I love this plant, really. And it's very hardy. It made it to France from Thailand through the winter, and it is looking pretty badass. And I'm planning on making a little video of what you need to look out for when you're seeking to buy a plant from overseas. So I think it's going to be a good one. Second plant, the Philodendron Prince of Orange. I believe this one has become very popular lately through YouTube, Instagram, whatever. I personally love this one because I love the orange of it. It's these leaves, they shoot out bright orange, and then they slowly turn into a bit of a more darker, normal philodendron-y looking leaf. But overall, when you have a very full plant, it's really cool because then you get this gradient that goes from bright orange in the center to green, and they can grow quite massively as well. So I can't wait to see that. This one was shipped from the Netherlands because you can't really find them in nurseries in Paris. I don't know why. Maybe it's gonna come later. I'm kind of confident that this one is gonna pop up very soon. So yeah, I'm really happy with this one. It's really not fuzzy at all. I give it southwest light. Keeping in mind it's winter, so there is never really a lot of direct bright sunlight. Here in Paris we get really crappy winters. It's very shady most of the time, but it provides just enough light for this guy to be really happy. It's shooting a new leaf. This is unwrapping and there is already another caterpillar coming out. So can't wait to see it become fuller, because obviously right now it's not growing season, so it's getting... Ouais. C'est quoi? C'est Caillou qui te fait rire? So yeah, one of, I think it's the second favorite plant of 2019. Third plant is, if I can grab it without making everything fall, this is Philodendron micans. Now, it is a pretty common plant now, I think. It's just, look at this, like, it just, this guy keeps on growing and growing and growing and is asking for absolutely nothing in return. Like, it's just, it keeps on making new shoots. It's just awesome. Even if, it doesn't really care if it's growing season or not growing season, it's just gonna grow. And that's why I love it. And it's not really fuzzy. It just lives its life on my shelf. And every once in a while, I remember to give it water. But even if I forget it, it doesn't turn crispy or start to fall or start to drop leaves like a drama queen, like a lot of my plants have been doing in this winter. So yeah, I just love this guy. I love the velvetiness of the leaves. Also the change of colors according to what angle the light hits it from. They basically change colors all the time. Like one moment they're completely red, and then they have a gradient between green and red, and then they're just bright green, because it has very dark green fronts and then a reddish chocolatey back leaf. I just love it. You're gonna see that most of my favorite plants are philodendrons. I actually happen to be a big philodendron person. The reason for it is because they're not fuzzy. They're really low maintenance, which is very important because I don't work from home. I'm not always here, and I need plants that will not die on me the second that I forget to water them or if I overwater them. So I'm a lazy plant lover. Hardworking, lazy plant lover. Fourth, and this is a good one. It is Philodendron White Knight. Now, this is a very special plant for me because it was actually gifted to me back in November for my birthday. My co-workers actually, they did a fundraising and they couldn't find the plant themselves, so they thought, we're gonna give you the money and then you're gonna hunt for the plant and just get the one that you like. So this is it, guys. This is what your money went to. And I just love it. I mean, we had a little bit of I believe it was an overwatering accident when I got it. I was so stressed for this plant to die and I wanted it to be happy so badly that I think I gave it a little bit too much water. It was shooting out this leaf, and now, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, it's growing a new one just here. It's really hard for me to tell if it's gonna be very white or not. I get the impression that it's gonna be a little bit white, but I'm really hoping. I keep these plants, all the variegated plants, I keep them under growing lights. For the winter, it has done wonders for some of my plants already, so I have very big hopes that it will help with the variegated plants. Fingers crossed. I love them anyway, but I kind of, you know, the reason why you get these plants is also for the variegation, so, you know, so that's also why you love them. So I really hope that each leaf will get me a little bit of white. And if not, I will work on the reason why they're not and try to improve, as always. What I love about this plant is it's really unique. I don't see that very often. Usually the caterpillars is exactly the same color as the stem. But on the White Knight, it's all white, which is why it's also really difficult to know very early on if your leaf is going to get white or not on it, because the caterpillars is white no matter what the color of the leaf is going to be. So it's a game of patience and nerve. Fifth plant. The fifth plant is the Philodendron Pink Princess.
Hello, I'm a little fairy princess.
Now, this one doesn't have a lot of pink, but I am hoping through the magic of Grow Light that it will happen one day. I mean, I have this one. I don't know if you can see it. Shoot, I'm not really. I don't know what angle this is. There's some pretty pink here. And then the next leaf gave me a little bit of pink. And there's still some speckle here. And I actually got now 2 leaves for the price of 1 because this one was struggling so much to get out of the caterpillar. Like I had to force it open, crack it open. I hate doing that, but lately I've been doing it a lot for my plants because I don't know what it is. I know I don't have a humidity problem because most of the time it's 70% humidity in my house. So I don't know the reason for it. But lately my leaves have had troubles unfurling. Yeah, so in the meantime, this guy was struggling to get out and another one is already starting to get out. I wanted this plant for a very long time, and once I managed to get my hand on it, I kind of panicked and I just didn't want it to die, so I overwatered it and it started to lose the down leaf, which had very great pink variegation actually, but it couldn't take it and it just died off. We're all learning, right? Moving on, the 6th plant. I have 8 in stock, so we're almost there. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess? It's a philodendron. This might be harder to tell, but it's actually a white princess. I found them in a very random way. I saw a shop in Paris advertising them on their Instagram, and I was kind of hoping in the first place that they mislabeled their plants because I had never heard of the white princess. It's a pretty new plant actually. I'm not really sure where it comes from because it's not like a mislabel of the white wizard, because I don't have a white wizard, but the way to tell the difference between the white wizard and the white princess is that the caterpillars will have some pink around them, but that's about the only difference, I think. That's the only way you can tell the difference. They are also cheaper than the white wizard and the white knight because they're very fast growers. Like this one just keeps on growing and growing and growing, and I think that's also one of the reasons why they're cheaper. I love this plant because white variegation, because it's not fuzzy, because since I've had it, it's been shooting. Like even though the variegation might be dying on the mother plant, these babies are they keep on growing and they keep on being white. So I'm just super happy. It has new leaf, and I've just noticed recently, if I can show you, that it has a very tiny, fully white leaf coming out as well. If it means that the white variegation is back on this mother plant, then I'm just super happy. I tend to buy 2 plants of the same one that I really, really want, so that if I make a mistake on one of them, I still have 1 in stock. Number 7 is the Monstera Adansonii. It's not a philodendron, not all my plants are philodendrons. Well, need I say more? It's huge. This plant just grows and grows and grows. I bought it for, I believe, €5 to a plant sale that happens maybe once or twice a month in Paris, where everything is super cheap. I think I've got this guy for €5. It was tall like that, and it hasn't stopped growing for a year, and it's happy. It doesn't need attention. It's just, I barely even water it because this plastic container keeps the water. So
What else?
And finally, last but not least, I decided to add it at the last minute. The reason for it is I thought calithias were doing well under my care, but for the past 2 months, almost all my calithias have turned on me. They have the same amount of humidity as they did during the summer, and for some reason now they're all turning into crap.
Crap.
They're brown, they're all furry, they're dying.
Crap.
It's like they went to war and they came back, and I don't know what to do with them now. I have to treat them with winter PTSD or whatever. There's one that has been very kind to me, and this is the Calithia network. Now I know that it is very popular for being one of the least fuzzy calathea, and I believe this winter has confirmed it to me. This guy is just happy. He's just happy wherever he is. He can be in the dark, he can be next to a window, he just doesn't give a crap. And he's actually, I can't show you, but he's actually shooting new leaves from everywhere. So yeah, I'm adding this one to my favorite ones just because all the other ones have pissed me off. So this was it for my favorite plants for 2019. I believe it kind of represents well what I like. I know it comes and goes, but lately philodendrons have been very good to me, so I thought I should give them some credit. Now I'm gonna do a very fast wish list of the other plants I would love for 2020. Now this is really weird because it will be a subject in my future video, but I'm actually on a no-buy for this year 2020. Reason is I recently acquired a very expensive plant that is gonna come to me for spring, for which I need to invest into a good terrarium, but all that will be one big whole subject. So because of that, I will not be able, or I will have to try really hard to restrain myself from buying any of these wish list plants. But still, you know, I want them. I don't have to buy them, but I want them. So here it is. Let me get my little list. The Philodendron Majesty. Now, I wanted this plant ever since I saw it on NSC Tropical's website because it's, I will insert some images, but it's just black. It's matte. It's so elegant. Yeah, I'm hoping to get my hands on it at some point in my life. Second one, Begonia Vaderiana. Now, I had no idea, I'm not a big begonia person, and I had no idea that this one was existing. I saw it recently on a heart-shaped leaves video. Her husband gifted one to her for her birthday, and it looked so cool. I know it needs very high humidity, but since I'm buying a terrarium, I thought maybe this is a begonia that I would like to have. The third one is Philodendron gloriosum. Now, this one is not particularly hard to get your hands on. It's very, very popular. I just love the mature form. I'm not really sure I would be in love with the juvenile form, but I love when the leaves get so big and so velvety, and it's just insane to me. I love it. A Philodendron strawberry shake is another one of my wishlist plant. Now, as far as I know, it's actually just a Philodendron red emerald variegated. Yeah, I believe the strawberry shake is actually the results of a variegation in the red emerald one. It's so cool. It looks like a milkshake. The name just, it's perfect for it. When the white of the juvenile leaf is kind of pinkish, and then it slowly turns into yellow, and then it turns into white, and you know, it's kind of like, it looks creamy. It's very nice. Philodendron spiritus sancti. Now, I believe this is in many people's wish lists. It's a very nice philodendron, and it's kind of the holy grail of philodendron. And since I'm looking to kind of catch them all, it made sense to put it in there. I would really love to have it at some point. I don't think I can afford it for 2020, but this is definitely something I would like. Philodendron foratum. I love the shape of the leaves. It has this, how do you call that? Like, it kind of looks like a mosaic, like a Bombay mosaic on the leaves. I just think it looks really cool, and I would like to have one of them. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to see you coming back. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I have many good topics coming for you. I should also mention that I was thinking of shooting videos both in English and in French, but I really don't think I will have the time for that. But I will try my best to put some good subtitles in my English videos. If you do have questions in French about whatever, about plants, please feel free to write in French. I will answer. If you want more French videos, you can let me know as well. Like, I will do my best to make some every once in a while, or maybe do the same one but one in English and one in French if I think the topic is relevant enough. And yeah, that's it. Happy New Year. I hope you had a very good Christmas and holidays, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye bye. Oh, salut.